Hi guys, I'm back. I wanted to do another quick video. I went to a garage sale. Oh, let's see, this is the weekend after July 4th weekend, so one weekend after that. And I'll tell you what, I just keep getting lucky at these garage sales, or not garage sales, I don't know why I keep saying that, flea markets, because they keep producing things for me that I just absolutely love. Let me get the things out that I found, and before I even start, I'll tell you that I spent, let's see, 2, 4, 8. I spent $8 at the flea market, $9 at the flea market. I take that back, and I did buy one thing online too, but it was only $10 too. So $18, $19, and we'll show you what I got. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so like I said, I spent like $18, $19 at the flea market and one online auction, and I came up with some great items in the last couple weeks. Like I said, most of it was bought at the flea market over the weekend. Today's Saturday. It was bought on a flea market that gets held on a Friday. And well, let's start out with a little piece of kit that is going to go right in my haversack. I mean, I keep well, let me show you what it is first. And I'm not even sure who makes it. I believe that this is just an old military style fishing kit. Now, I paid $1 for this. Came with 2 hooks, sinker, line. Of course, you got the winder, so you can keep everything all together right there on the kit. Like I said, I paid $1 for this, and I'll probably put some regular fishing line on it. It's got, and I might take this green line off and go ahead and just put some bank line on it. Haven't decided yet, but yeah, there you go. $1, and you got a small fishing kit. You know, I mean, this is something, this is going to go in my haversack. Like I do keep a fishing kit in my haversack, which one of these days we'll go over what's in there, but not today. But you know, $1 at the flea market. There you go, tiny little fishing kit. Add a couple extras for yourself, some regular fishing line, maybe a leader or something, and it's kind of a nice little thing to have in there. I mean, you could be out on a hike and find yourself a little stream with some trout in it, and you're good to go. Or in my case, around here, it's smallmouth bass, but you know, and panfish and stuff like that. So that's the first item, $1 tiny little fishing kit. The next items are all items that you're probably going to expect from me, because I'm kind of a junkie when it comes to sharp and pointy things. So the next item I paid $4 for, and it's not really the kind of hatchet that I keep around. And it is a hatchet. It's an old carpenter's hatchet. It's not really the kind of hatchet I keep around, but I do have another one of these in the house. Of course, it was my great-grandmother's, so I don't really use it that much. In fact, when my dad gave it to me, he told me not to ever change the handle on it or anything, just leave it alone. So that's kind of why I actually bought this one, because these axes have, let me move this camera back. These axes have such a fine profile on them that if you're looking for a nice little hatchet for just Woodcraft itself, these are excellent. I mean, these are nice. I mean, they're as fine of a grind of an axe as you'll find on any Swedish axe. And of course, this is an American-made axe. This one here this is another reason why I bought it, is because it's got a nice big old emblem on it, and it was made by the Pittsburgh Gauge and Supply Company, and it says quality guaranteed, best air, Pittsburgh Gauge Supply Company, Pittsburgh, PA, which is just over the border for me, because I live in Ohio, Eastern Woodlands. And you know, this works great. I mean, I'm going to clean this up. Probably going to soak this in vinegar real lightly, just to take off some of a little bit of the rust and bring out that emblem a little bit, because it's there. You might as well be able to look at it, and then give it a good sharpening, and probably resand the handle and give it a another coat of linseed oil. But other than that, it's just going to be a $4 user hatchet. You know, I mean, it's probably 100 years old. The steel, you know, is just absolutely excellent in it. So, you know, it is what it is. $4 hatchet. And, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I could put this in my Bushcraft bag and be fine with it for a small hatchet. I mean, you know, like I said, I have another one like this that I used a little bit, but not very much because it's a family heirloom. And this is the first tool I ever made a bow with. This and a knife, and they work great, you know. So think about that when you're out looking at the flea market stuff. An old carpenter's hatchet is not a bad thing to have around. So that was the second thing. And then there's 3 more items, and they're all old butcher knives. And I'll go over the ones I found at the flea market first. And this one is one that I found at the flea market. It's not an old hickory. It is a Robinson. I think it's just Robinson, like hand forged knife or something. I don't know. We're going to do a serious cleanup on this thing. It's a little rusty. I paid $1 for it, or $2 for it. I can't remember. But you can see on the edge, I struck it with a piece of flint. It throws hellacious sparks, so that's a plus. So we're going to do a cleanup on this. Probably going to go ahead and soak it in vinegar to get all this heavy rust off. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the handle yet. The handle's on there and it's really tight. I may just try to resand it and give it a new coat of linseed oil. We'll see. It's got some chips in the wood, but in a way I kind of like that. It might not even matter to me. So we'll see how it looks after I give it a little sanding and see what it comes out like. I may do another video series on this knife and maybe cleaning up that hatchet a little bit again. I know I've been doing a lot of them lately, but you know, I kind of like doing it, and people seem to like watching them a little bit. So I'll probably go ahead and do a really quick one on that. And then another knife I got, and this one definitely needs rehandled, and I'm not even sure who makes it. It's something Master, KD Master, KDB Master, I don't know. And it says Old Forge Hammered on it, and it's just basically somebody put new handles on it, and they screwed them on with nuts and bolts, and the handles are coming off. And I think I might just go ahead and fix this thing up. And I do got some old cherry stock laying around. I might just make a pair of cherry handles for it and give it a good sharpening, and it is what it is. And I went ahead and struck this one with flint too, and it throws pretty decent sparks. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good. So yeah, the point's a little chipped on it, so I'll have to fix that. No big deal there. It's all fixable. But this one here was another one. I paid $2 for it. I mean, I told you guys before I would pick up one of these old hand forged or high carbon butcher knives for $2 to $5 every day if I could find them. And yesterday I found 2. They were in the same pile, and I actually found that one with the this one here with the bad handles on it first in the pile, and I bought it for $2 and I was getting ready to walk away, and the lady said, well, there's a couple more down in the bottom. So I started digging a little bit, and that's when I found this old Robinson one, which this is gonna make a really nice one. Nice knife. It just needs some tender loving care, but yeah, it'll get it. And of course I'll make sheaths for it. And I don't know, I'm thinking about doing a subscriber giveaway. When I hit 100 subscribers, I think I'm gonna give one of these knives to probably, I'm not sure which one, but one of them is going to go to my 100th subscriber, and I've decided to do that. So, you know, it is what it is. So keep on subscribing. And the last knife is the one I got on an online auction, and it was just listed as an old butcher knife, and that's all it said. And right here it is. And it's actually pretty unique because it's got this little cutout on the side of it, and the only other butcher knife I've ever seen that is like this is called a Robinson butcher knife company. It's made by the Robinson company, and it's called the Savage butcher knife. And you know, it probably is one. I'm not going to say for sure it is. It looks like I can see a little bit of the logo on it, but it's long gone. I mean, this thing's really old, it looks like. So I'm not going to say for sure that it is, but I believe it probably is. And I wish it had the logo on it, because if it did, it'd probably be worth about 200 bucks. But you know, it is what it is. I'll clean this one up. This one's kind of a nice one, you know. So, and I just love this design of knife, so I'll definitely keep that one and use it. So, but anyways, so just wanted to show you what you could get at the garage sale. I mean, you know, or at the flea market. You know, one hatchet, small fishing kit, 3 knives, under 20 bucks. So, you know, not a bad deal. So, okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I wanted to say thank you, and if you like the video, subscribe, like, share, you know, and thanks for your support. Thank you.